Confidence is high in Weslaco these days, and why not? Both teams looking good. The Panthers came up against a tough opponent this past Thursday. Actually Friday, I should say. McAllen Rowe looked good. Javi Obregon to CJ Martinez took it all the way down, and this one went into overtime. Chip Cruz here out of the slot T for the touchdown, and Weslaco wins it. They go for two as they win in overtime, and they should, because the tiebreakers in this thing are going to be crazy. Weslaco getting it done because they've got a lot of players.
Yeah, we got a lot of ball carriers coming in, so it keeps us fresh, keeps us going, so we'll always be ready.
Meanwhile, the 31-5A standings look like this, with Weslaco ahead of everyone at 3-0. McAllen and Weslaco East and McAllen Memorial all one game back at 2-1. This would be what the playoffs teams would be if the season ended today. The rest of the players trying to get in: San Benito and PSJ North and McAllen Rowe all 2-2. PSJ Memorial 1-3, and PSJA at 0-4. Weslaco not the only team in that city looking good. Weslaco East got the big win this past week as well, and now we're looking at two teams in this district in Weslaco that are getting it done. Are you a little surprised at the Wildcats, what they're able to do in this district so far, Armando, coming up from 4A?
Well, I'm going to look good here and say no. No, but, you know, a lot of people figured they'd struggle moving up to 5A, and that program they have established there with Armando Cuellar, I mean, I didn't see it happening. You know, I'm not going to lie and say I had them winning district, but I knew they'd be a player, and so far they are.
Your thoughts on the Wildcats and what they're able to be doing?
Well, again, when they were at the Class 4 level, they were always looking to find the bigger and better teams to play against. So it's not like they're all of a sudden going against talent that they're not used to. But are we hyping another game a couple of weeks early again? Can we start? Let's do it.
Once again, Weslaco East in 2 weeks. But first, Weslaco East is going to take on San Benito. San Benito with a big win this past week over PSJ North. San Benito known for their defense. Can they stop the running attack of Weslaco East? Armando, your thoughts on the game and your pick?
If there's anybody that's going to do it, it's going to be San Benito and Dave Evans' defense. And I like what Spencer Gantz said last week. We have to go all in. They did. They won. I think they do it again.
Your thoughts, Joe?
San Benito program the last couple of years at this point in the season have been in that mode of we've got to win every game to stay alive in the playoffs. They're there again. They're used to doing that. That defense is good enough. It's a war, though. That's going to be a great game.
Well,
San Benito.
And I've got, it's tough to go into Bobby Lackey Stadium and win, people. I've got Weslaco East winning again, this time at home against San Benito. And the other big game this week in 31-5A is McAllen Memorial and McAllen Rowe. Rowe coming off of that overtime loss to Weslaco. McAllen Memorial just came off of a bye and got a win this past week. So now, Armando, your thoughts. This is, part of the battle for the city of McAllen. These two teams have shown some stuff this year. McAllen Memorial a little young, but your thoughts on the game?
I think this is going to be another great game, but I think Obregon's going to lead the Warriors. They're stinging from last week. I got to go Rowe.
Row offense, I believe in them. I like McAllen Memorial, but row offense.
Man, after what Trevor Spates did this past week at running back, I'm going to go with McAllen Memorial. I know they're young, but man, they look good this past week. I'll go with that one. So some big games in the meat grinder, and some big games coming up this week as well. When we come back on Sunday Sports Extra, we're going to talk about what happened with Donna and Edinburgh North, and if they're on the collision course with Sharyland. It's all when we come back.